Hi, I have a series of videos about the songs that inspired the Lady Wrestler documentary that I directed about the pioneering African American women who integrated pro wrestling in the 1950s. And one of those songs is a very important anthem by the Pointer Sisters. But what I wanted to do in this video is give you a taste of why I really love the Pointer Sisters. And this particular video is part of my series about my celebrity run-ins that I've had over the years throughout my career as a journalist. But if you want to see the video about the song by the Pointer Sisters that is included on the Lady Wrestler soundtrack, I'll drop the link to that video in the description to this video. I hope that wasn't too confusing, and I hope you enjoy hearing about the time I met the Pointer Sisters. You know, I'm a Generation X kid, and when I was growing up, the Pointer Sisters were having a resurgence in their career. They started out in the 70s as a retro act, wearing like vintage dresses from like the 30s and 40s. But in the 80s, they became sort of pop stars. They still had that R&B feel to them, but their music was very pop. Songs like Jump for My Love and I'm So Excited. They were just topping the charts when I was a preteen and a teen in the mid 80s. So when I got the chance to meet the Pointer Sisters, I was, of course, just really excited, no pun intended. They came to my hometown of Columbus, Ohio in 1996 when they were starring in a musical called Ain't Misbehavin'. And it was based on the music of a very famous composer. But this was the perfect showcase for the Pointer Sisters because, as I said, they started out as a retro act. So one of my first jobs was working as a journalist for a local African American newspaper named the Call and Post, and I had the entertainment beat. So when the Pointer Sisters Ain't Misbehavin' Broadway show came to town, I got to interview them and also go to the after party after the show, which was held at a restaurant downtown called Christopher's. Huh. So the Pointer Sisters, seeing them in person was so surreal because I'd seen them in videos dozens and dozens of times on BET and MTV and a show that used to be on Nickelodeon called Nick Rocks, a music video show geared toward preteens. And it was really cool to see that they, even off stage, they had that sisterly bond between them. It was a huge empty restaurant. Because it was after hours after their show. But the Pointer Sisters, even though this huge restaurant was open and they could have sat anywhere, they all sat together at a table. And I remember asking Anita, I asked her, why do you all, what makes you able to keep getting along after all these years together? And Anita just said, I don't know. I think it was just the fact that they were sisters. And of course, I loved Anita and June and Ruth. So I asked, I'm a very shy person, so I always come across as kind of nervous, especially when I'm meeting people I admire. So I asked the Pointer Sisters if I could take a picture with them, and they graciously agreed. So we were kind of standing around, and it was kind of awkward waiting to find someone who could take my camera because back then this was in, I believe, 96, as I said, before cell phones were really common. So I brought a little film camera with me, portable film camera, and we were waiting for someone to hold the camera and take the picture of the three of us. Now, much as I love the Pointer Sisters, I have never been so it was kind of like Ruth, the oldest sister. It was a put down, but I know she didn't mean it as a put down toward me. So it was because of the awkwardness of the moment. Ruth was asking for someone to come over and take a picture of us with my camera. And she said, we would like to get a picture, something to the effect of, we would like to get a picture with this person here. Now, she didn't dehumanize me. She literally called me a person. But the way she said it, it just made me feel like a blob. Like, I wish, I guess it's my vanity. I wish she would have said, oh, can someone take a picture of us and this handsome young man here? Or she didn't have to give me a compliment. She could have just said, could someone take a picture of us and this young man? But her saying person like that, it just made me feel like not attractive at all. Like I'm just some, like I said, blob that just wandered in off the street. But they were really cool and they took the picture with me. And so it was cool meeting them. They were all very gracious. So it's always cool to meet people that you grew up admiring and finding out that they're nice and approachable. But I do have to say, being called a person that way, wasn't very flattering. But anyway, I will always be a fan of the Pointer Sisters. If you like this video and you would like to see more of them, please subscribe, like this video, and share it. Thank you for watching.